a co-writer, Alex, and the reason I used a co-writer is my last book took 2.5 years to write, and I just wasn't down for that. And I wanted to have somebody that could like get the story on paper that also had a voice like mine, and then I would go over and work on top of it. So we had the whole book laid out, and we had tint posts, and here's Rick Van Zant, and here's Dane Rage, and here's this person, and this is your first girlfriend, Susie Maddox, and we started trying to find them. And he called me and he said, "Hey, Nikki, I found your first girlfriend." I go, "Like, she's still in Jerome, Idaho." I was 13, and this is not in the book, by the way. So he said, "No, she's like in Utah and she's married, and she has a Facebook page, but there's no social media. There's no any way to get a hold of her. There's just a landline." He goes, "What do you think I should do?" And I go, "Let's call it." So he calls and he goes, "Hi, I'm Alex. I'm working on a book about Frank Ferrana." And she goes, "I remember Frank." And he goes, "Would you, be open to talk about it? And Frank would like to talk to you." So started saying, "Where did Frank go to after I heard he moved to Seattle?" And then he kind of starts, backtracking and ended up in Los Angeles. He says now he lives in Wyoming with his wife and daughter, and he's got four older kids. And she goes, "Oh, what did Frank ever end up doing?" And he's like, "Oh, well, he tours." And she goes, "What do you mean?" And then he goes, "Well, he's in a band." And she's like, "Frank's in a band?" And then it was like kind of that moment where he's like, "Oh, wow, this is happening in real time. This is so innocent and so perfect, even though it didn't fit into the storytelling in the book." "What band?" "Motley Crue." Dead silence. And she goes, "I had a Motley Crue album in my hand one time, and I looked at the photo and I go, that looks just like my first boyfriend, Frankie." And she looked down and said, "Nikki Sixx." So she put the
Wow.
record, but she didn't even buy the record.